Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa. I am coming to you from the Netherlands right now. We are in a hotel here in Rotterdam. I'll show you a view in an overlay clip. But I wanted to film a video for you today and talk about, so I wasn't quite sure what to title this video. I think I'm gonna title it How Not to Gain Weight While Traveling, because I know that that's something, well, at least I was really worried about it coming over here. And I'm sure that a lot of people who are about to go on vacation or a big trip like this are potentially worried about it too. So this is kind of like that, but it's also about how I'm staying healthy while I'm traveling. I feel like I've kind of found a groove, but still every day is different. So it isn't like a set routine like I have at home. So let's, I think, just start with like the food, because that's what this channel is mostly about. And then I'll talk about some of the lifestyle things, which I think actually have more of an impact on how I'm feeling than potentially the food. But food wise, I feel like I'm trying to stay as healthy as possible, and I'm also not restricting myself very much while I'm here. I've really kind of let go of some of my, I don't know what you call it, like rules, I guess, that I had at home, like always having a smoothie for breakfast or making sure I had like greens in the morning every single morning. A lot of that stuff I've just kind of let go of. And I've just kind of let each day happen as it happens. And I've tried to make healthy choices at restaurants. So typical breakfast for me is I'll usually have like a little bit of a bar in the morning, matcha, which I have right here. I make my matcha. And then also I'll try to have something on, if it's earlier in the day, like if we're not doing brunch, I'll have something lighter. Maybe it's a smoothie. Smoothies have been really easy to find in every place that we've been so far, so that's great. They aren't necessarily like as veg forward, so I might have to make adaptations when I'm at the place, but you can always get greens, you can always get fruit, you can usually get vegan protein powder, so smoothies are a great option. Also, gluten-free bread has been really easily available for me. So I'll do like avocado toast with a poached egg, maybe a side salad. And I would feel like those are like the main two things that I probably have in the mornings, most mornings. Then lunch-wise, will usually try to find something that is mostly plant-based. So most of the restaurants that we go to for lunch, I think, are mostly vegan, which have been great. And vegan restaurants, you're typically able to find like pretty healthy food, whether it's veg forward things, hummus, chickpeas, falafel, tofu, something like that. So lunch and breakfast are always kind of, I would say, pretty much healthy. And then dinner is where I tend to have a little bit more flexibility. I really want to make sure that I'm eating good food, and I don't want to like skip out on things. I don't want to get home from this trip and be like, I wish that I had done this. I really just want to be in the moment and eat whatever I want to eat in moderation. So we're trying to find healthy restaurants that also are really highly rated. And if you're interested in learning more about like how I'm finding and how we're finding restaurants, let me know in the comments and I can create a post or like a separate video on that, because I feel like there are a lot of questions about how do you find the restaurants that you go to. So let me know if you're interested in that. But basically, dinner-wise, I will just eat whatever. Last night it was pizza. Sometimes it's Asian food. Sometimes it's like fish with salad. Sometimes it's a curry. Really, it's like whatever I find and whatever sounds good on the menu. As you guys know, I don't eat meat, so I'm not eating chicken or red meat. I do tend to eat more fish when I'm traveling, just because I find that it's more difficult to find plant-based protein options, especially if I'm not at a specifically vegan restaurant. So I do have fish, and then I also have eggs in my diet. And so I'm not really worried about the protein content. I definitely get enough protein. But I would say that if you are going on a trip like this and or even just like a vacation, and you're trying to like have a strategy for how to approach your meals, my health coach before I left had a really good tip for me. And she said, try to have 2 of your meals be your like healthy meals of the day, and then have 1 meal be whatever you want it to be. So I've kind of had that mindset. And I think it's helped me with making healthier choices at the meals. The other 2 things that I want to talk about are sweets and alcohol. So sweets, in the beginning of the trip was eating more of, I would say. There was like really great vegan treats at like the grocery stores in London, gelato, vegan bakeries, things like that. So I was definitely eating more of that in the beginning. Now I feel like I've kind of settled into routine here. We've been here for a month and I'm not craving that stuff as much. I might just have like a piece of dark chocolate I'll carry with me, or just not have anything at all. So I don't feel like sweets have been as much of a thing for me now that we've kind of settled in. But if I was to be going on like a 2-week trip, I would say just have like one dessert a day. Like just don't go overboard. That's kind of like standard. And then alcohol. Alcohol is definitely something that I was trying to think about before leaving. Like I don't drink a lot when I'm at home, just like basically on the weekends, like a couple drinks. And we don't really drink during the week. And so I was trying to like think, well, are we going to keep that up while we're over here? I wasn't really sure. So I think that I'm definitely drinking more than I typically do at home. But I've also come to the conclusion or the decision that that's okay. This is just 4 months out of my life. I want to enjoy every single minute of that. And if that means that I'm having a glass of wine every single day, then that's that. And I'm okay with that. I know that alcohol can be like a touchy subject. So I really don't want any negative like comments in the comment box. I don't want this to like turn into a thing. My personal opinion, my personal like way that I'm living, not saying that you should do that. I'm just kind of like wanted to just bring it up and share how I'm feeling about it. So let's not like make this a big thing in the comments section. So that's pretty much like how I feel about food wise. And then I said in the beginning that the lifestyle aspect of this trip or like what I'm doing, I feel like is actually helping me stay like regular, like thin and fit, I guess you could say. And it's really because I've incorporated exercise into my day every single day. So I'm actually going to be filming a whole separate video to be talking about the workouts that I'm doing while I'm here. That's coming for you next week. So we're not going to dive into like the specifics, but basically I'm moving every single day. I have an Apple Watch, which really helps me keep track of like step goals, but also like move goals and exercise and things like that. So I have mental goals that I use with my Apple Watch that I try to hit every single day. So at home, I was trying to hit 10,000 steps. Now I try to hit a minimum of 15,000 steps every single day. So it actually ends up being really easy. I haven't hit it every single day, but I would say probably 96% of the time I've gotten at least 15,000. Usually it's around 20,000 steps every single day because you're just walking a lot. You're exploring the cities. You're like walking from place to place, different neighborhoods. I really recommend that if you are coming to a city like this, whether you're going to Europe, wherever you are, try to pick a place to stay that is fairly central to like all of the stuff that's going on because it helps you walk more. If you were to stay outside, you'd be taking public transportation in or you'd be driving in and you just like rely more on that rather than walking. So we always try to stay fairly central, which helps us like navigate the rest of the city and you also get to explore more. So minimum of 15,000 steps, which I think is about 7 miles of walking every single day. And then I also work out every single day. So if I'm in a hotel that has a gym, I'll get up and go to the gym. I'll run outside if I don't have that option. When I was in London, I was still going to SoulCycle a couple times a week. And then if you are somebody that loves like yoga or Pilates or bar or boot camp, most cities in Europe that I have found so far have a boutique fitness like scene somewhere. There's definitely yoga studios everywhere. There's definitely like not running studios, like HIIT studios that I've seen. I'm sure there are cycle studios. If you're going to a place that is like a different language, I don't know if they would have like, I haven't gone to a yoga class yet, but I'm thinking about Italy. Like it would probably be in Italian and I'm not sure I would know what was going on, but you could just watch the teacher and figure it out. So yeah, I guess my main 2 things are that I'm moving every single day. I'm walking a ton and I'm trying to still eat healthy. So yeah, that pretty much is like an overview of how I feel like I'm staying fit. I don't really know what to like say. I don't want to say like staying thin because I just am staying normal. Like I'm not gaining weight and I'm not losing weight. I'm just staying at my regular weight that I don't feel like I have to like work extremely hard at. It's just kind of like I forget what they call it, like whatever, my happy weight. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the food, but it's also incorporating exercise. So if I could leave you with 2 things as you walk away from watching this video, is if you are going on even just a small vacation, like a week vacation, or if you're doing something longer, like we're doing where we're abroad for a couple months, just try to make sure that you are still trying to eat as close to how you eat at home without putting extreme restrictions on yourself. So just try to make like healthy choices, basically. And then move. So exercise is going to help you no matter what. It's going to help give you a little bit more flexibility with the food, especially if you're walking a lot, if you're running, if you're hiking, if you're swimming, like things like that. If you're doing active things while you're on vacation, you're not just going to the beach and sitting down for the whole day. It's going to give you a little bit more flexibility with the food side of it. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I feel like I was kind of all over the place, but it was kind of just a stream of consciousness. But if you have questions for me, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing my workout routine in next week's video, next Friday. So I'll include like some of the things that I do when I go to the gym. I'll include things that I do if I don't have a gym. And then running is another thing. So stay tuned for that. If you have any other like travel related things that you're interested in learning about, whether it's budgeting, planning, packing. I'm going to do more what I eat in a day videos. I'm going to definitely do some like vlogs where we're in a certain location, like we're going to Greece next week, and I'll do a Mykonos vlog, and things like that. So just let me know what you guys like. I want to make sure that the Friday videos are more travel related and kind of keep you up to date on the trip stuff. And then the Tuesday videos are still going to be regular old recipes. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. If you don't already subscribe, there is a red button right below this video that says subscribe. You can tap that button and that will subscribe you. I also have a whole travel playlist, so I'll link that down for you in the description box below, so you can watch like vlogs, you can watch packing things that are related to this trip. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.